Well, hello everyone. We're here for another Honkai the third night. It's a bit earlier. I have to get up early tomorrow, and how should I put it? I have to get up early and drive someone in town tomorrow and stuff. So I got an early day, and then I have Anime Con coming soon. So probably maybe not my last stream before I go, but it's getting close to it. So just something to think about. A whole weekend without me streaming. I know. It's gonna be It's gonna be incredible. Oh, I forgot. We are now chilling with her. I said not to go, and it still took me. Why should I be resting? Why should I be resting? I'm like, maybe I streamed too soon. I don't know. If I go to missions, I wonder if that's like more crystals. We're getting really close to Rita. We are gonna make it. I think it's what, 280? Okay. 280 to drop for her, and we have 13 drops no matter what to get her, so we can do it. I believe in us. Why is this here? Okay. Not sure why that was there, but good to know. So chapter 3. Choose a Kevin killer. Kevin killer Mark 7. We'll do that. Okay. So how do I shoot? Oh, do I have to just... Do I have to evade? I'm not even sure. Doesn't seem like blocking does anything. Alright, so I guess I'm not... I don't know what I'm doing now. I can't even attack. Maybe I'm supposed to fail. How am I supposed to attack him if I can't attack? Maybe this was just... Oh. I am supposed to. Oh, wow. Interesting. So it won't let me do the old one. Of course. Oh, I don't like this. You won't let me open it. I lived. Okay, I thought the volume was down for a second. I was like, oh no. Why would they do that? I don't understand. I wish they wouldn't use that number in games ever. That is despicable. Alright.
Elysia Kevin はいつも堅苦しい顔をしてて、エデンは自分のことを旧時代の人間2は旋回一条を使ってからなぜかケビンとメビウスを注意深く見るようになったんだ。まあ各社である彼の心の中を察することができる人はいないけど。
Alright.
コズマはきっと箱舟計画の結末を見に行きたいと考えていると思うよ。フアは本当に正直な人だよね。だけどここにいるフアが元々のフアだって誰が証明できるのかな。こうやって見ると私たちの中に犯人がいる可能性って人々にはそれぞれ信じてることがある。それって信じる意志があるから。
Interesting.
私は自分の仲間を信じたい。それが私の意志であり全ての起点なんだ。そんな状況で私はどうするべきなのか。私の出した答えはね、それでも仲間を信じ続けるということ。でもそのためにはまずみんなを疑ってみて、それが私の言いたいことだよ。あれ、ごめんね、言ってなかったかな。私は天才だからね。謎解きはショーの前にでしょ。実は君が来る前から私も独自に調査しようとしていてね。そうすれば私のアリバイを君に立証してもらうこともできるしね。そうしてほしかったんだ。それでこそ公正かつ客観的に証言してもらえるからね。そうしたら正式に調査を始める前にちょっと準備させてくれる？ほら、あそこにガイドにうってつけの子がいる。
Interesting. Okay, so I think we have an ad break. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, good. Trust him. All right. Interesting.
どうしちゃったの？そんな暗い顔をして。あなたらしくないじゃない。でもおかしいわね。あの大人びた私とは一緒じゃないの？知らないって。消えたですって？ああ、それって隠れちゃったってことよね。そうでしょ？まったくひどいわね。私もかくれんぼしたいと思ってたのに。ねえ。
Just reminds me of Pelcony just slightly.
あなたは勇気だけじゃなくて知識もあるのね。大正解。これは太陽系の動きを模したプラネタリウムなの。見てるとまるで宇宙にいるみたいでとっても綺麗。遊園地に欠かせないアトラクションといえば海賊船ね。でも一番高いところに着くときには下を見るのが怖くていつも必ず目を閉じちゃうの。そんなんじゃないわ。
Oh. No, snap. Okay. I can make that. That's actually easy. That's actually easy. I didn't know I couldn't go past the thing over there. Can I stop time? Is that what T is? It doesn't matter. I'm here. That's how I go back down, I'm sure. Nope. Is that what it wants me to do? Okay. Not sure why, but that's okay. Okay, it wanted me to show me something over there, and then now I can move on.
これはね、この遊園地で一番
Interesting.
誇るアトラクション、観覧車よ。乗ると遊園地全体の美しい風景が見られるの。それにとってもロマンチックな伝説があってね。聞きたい？スリリングなアトラクションといえば回転ブランコよね。 私は自分で空を飛べるけど、回転ブランコに乗るといつもドキドキしちゃうの。たまには刺激も必要でしょ。可愛い妖精の大冒険よ。
Okay, it's like a this reminds me of my childhood, like Disneyland and stuff. I really miss stuff like that. All right,
見て見て、ジェットコースターよ。遊園地の周りを一周するの。遊園地の景色を360度見渡せるのよ。私の一番のおすすめなんだから。乗りたくなった？大人の私を見つけたら一緒に乗りましょう。ここも大人の私の記憶によって作られた場所だから。自慢するわけじゃないけど、ここは世界で最も幸福な。それにしてもおかしいわね。どこを探しても大人の私がいないわ。分かったわ。これはきっと見つこうなったら私があなたの代わりに彼女を探し出すわ。愛しい人の子。それじゃ。おかえり。どうだった？君が遊園地を見に行っている間、私も荷物をまとめておいたよ。まずはいつもと違っているおかしな点について調べようか。見て、見たことのないお客さんたちがいるね。というか逆かな。彼らが主で私たちがお客。ここはエリ
Interesting.
シアの記憶が生み出した空間だからね。
And Alicia's consciousness can influence the form of monsters, with this influence change according to her state.
色が汗。
Faded. You must, okay.
私はそんな怪物に遭遇し、私だったら。
まだ書くものが決まらないのか。
今日の色はどれも好きになれないの。
それなら他のところに行ってみるのはどうだ。
私もうやめておく。コズマ、今日はもう書きたくない。
こんな風に特に目的もなく過ごしていても拉致。それに調べるために行動。分かった。なら俺たちもまずは付近を探索。
Oh, wow. So she is a playable character for sure. She has attacks, motions, and all kinds of stuff. Okay.
ここにおかしな色があるよ。
おかしなところは何もなさそうだが。
So she has to charge up.
しな色がどんどん増えてくる。
グレーシュ、俺の後ろに。
Hey, it's me. Looks like you made it. We need to talk.
私たち
もちろん。
And of course, it happened in a blink of an eye.
これってどういう。
ビルビーか。次は普通に姿を現いや、彼女は今日は何も書いていない。
違うよ。確かにあのかメイお姉ちゃんはおや、助手が2人も加わったんだね。以前コズマと一緒にマジックをしていた頃を思い出しちゃったよ。人体を真っ二つにしたり、人の入った木の樽に剣を突き刺したり。
Yep.
ああ、仕掛けなんてものはなかったよ。
Interesting.
空前絶後のショーにするために私は何の仕掛けもない道具を使ったあの口下手な助手が箱に入った後の悲鳴は今でも忘れられないよ。
とにかく行こう。
Alright, let's see.
ここだよ。
Let's see here. Let's paint this.
F で私に服従しなさい。
Oh. Oh, hi. Welcome back, my friend. Yep. I get to play as her. It's kind of cool.
おかしな色が。あの色あせた怪物たちには私の絵の具がついてる。だけどもう一種類の方には絵の具がついてなくて。
Yeah, I noticed. So when I started playing as her, which was only a few minutes ago, right? I noticed that she's playable. So I was all like, "Oh, she's able to be played in game." So
なんだかよく知ってる感じがする。カズマ、私たちメイ
ああ、そうかもな。
アポニアお母さんは大丈
エデンがいれば問題ないはずだ。
夫なら私たちも行って。
いや、エデンが言っていたように
コズマの嘘つき。
グレーシュ。
コズマは危険を避け。コズマは何もしないまま。
well, give me
待っていたくないんだよね。
give me just a second. I gotta check my food in the oven, so I will be right back. Right back, guys. Lord Jesus, you know. I'm also currently running a career run in Usama while watching your stream. You mean, are we talking about the horse gore
からずっと他のことを
game
考えてた
again?
し
Do I need to play that on
ねえ
stream?
姉
Is
ちゃ
that
ん
what you're
エ
trying
リ
to
オ
tell
姉
me?
ちゃんが出発した時本当は二人についていきたかったんだよね。あの時もそうだった。コズマはみんなと一緒に戦いたかった。
Also, I do have to get up in the morning, so I'm doing the stream early because I'm going to be off early. We still got hours and hours left of the stream, but I do plan to be off earlier, so
だからあの時私はイルビオ姉ちゃんに言って
I'm not in a hurry. We've still got
お願いしたの。
2.5 hours to 3.5 hours, depending on where we are. Yeah, and I mean, why not play it on your stream? I don't know. I never thought I would ever consider playing a horse-core racing game on my stream. Does it have a decent story?
別にしておいてねって言ったの。でもその後
I don't know. I play games mostly for the story
望んでい
now.
たことを叶えられた。
俺はわからない。結局何もできず。俺は自分の結末を聞いたことがない。誰かに聞く勇気が出ないんだ。
I don't know much on the story since everything is nearly repetitive.
怖い。
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that game's for me, but so yeah, it still has a good story, IMO. But you don't know much on the story. So how do you know if it has a good one?
なら
Why did you want to be a hero?
ヒーローになりたいの。
She suddenly confronted him with a question, then asked
ヒー
countless
ローが
times.
とってもすごいから。
ああ。それも理由の一つだ。ヒーローはみんなを助けて。
じゃあヒーローは必ず。
ああ。
そうなんだ。それじゃあ私
Aww.
ああ。いや、違うんだ、グレーシュ。
Well, that game is also based on an anime, so it should also have a good story. Is it based on an anime? I don't know that anime.
ヒーローって
Are you sure it's based on an anime, or is the anime based on the game? Let's take a look, cause now I'm curious. God gaming. I might give the anime a try before playing the game. I don't know. While the game gained popularity first starting in 2018, the mobile game released later, becoming a major revenue driver. Realism. So, anime came first. User based on the game soon released scalable, but the anime didn't become worldwide till the game got popular. So it's very limited, it looks like. The game has its own storyline, though. There are obviously similarities to the storyline from the anime series, since they're ultimately based on the same real-life racing careers of the horses. The game has a main story that is entirely separate of the anime and focuses on new teams. Interesting. Okay, interesting. So it's both are based on the manga. Okay. Well, this game is based on the anime, but it has an anime for sure, and it's got 3 seasons plus 8 OVAs, a movie, and 2. That is so crazy. How did I not know about any of this? I have no idea. I legit 1000% did not know about this game or anything about this game till you told me yesterday. 1000%. And even with all my anime knowledge, never heard of this anime. Ever. Sorry, we'll get back to the game, guys. I'm just floored right now. No, not at all. Like, I'm rewatching anime that I'm running out of anime to watch. Like, Crunchyroll. Let's... Alright, well, it might be a game to play. It's based on anime, so... It's a 4.8? It's a 4.8 on Crunchyroll? Okay, add to watch list. I'm going to AnimeCon this week, and maybe I binge that, and I'll get back to you guys. This is crazy. Blowing my mind here. Where's the feminist? Where's PETA? Isn't PETA still a thing? Actually, PETA is so, like, no one cares about what PETA says anymore. I'm sorry. They don't. No, I never see Uma cosplayers. I've never seen one, and I go to 20 anime cons a year. I never see one, and I even go to Anime Expo. I've never seen a Uma cosplay at all. Fun fact, though, I started watching Spy Family because in 2022 there was like 400 yours at Anime Expo. No joke. But no one's ever dressed up like a horse girl in front of me. You think I would have questioned this before if I saw a horse girl in front of me? I mean, I've seen tons of people dress up as bunny girls after Bunny Girls Senpai, or after Marion from My Dress Up Darling. But no, never horse girl women ever. Well, to be fair, this is the first anime con of the year. We're in January. Like, this is the first big one. It's ALA, or Anime Los Angeles, which is actually in Long Beach. But it's the first big one in the United States of the year. It always is. It's 4 days. So, yeah. Looks like the dog got bored.
とにかくあいつに名前でもつけようか。
Yeah, I'll see some. I'll take a picture and I'll make sure like everyone knows me at these cons. I've been doing it for years and years, and I always dress up as Doctor Who because I'm the doctor of anime, right? So when I go, and by the way, Doctor Who's a terrible show now. I wouldn't watch it. But when I go, if I see a horse girl, I will get a picture with her and I will post it on YouTube. Or post in the YouTube post area. Or maybe I'll post it in on Discord. Something. Just for funsies.
そんな風に熱烈な眼差しを私に向けないで。メイさん、私のマジックに大いに期待してくれて、でも残念なことにそれは難しい相談だ。おや、自分から来てくれたようだ。出演者っていうものはいつか必ず舞台に上がるものだからね。
Surely you'll see one, and probably you don't even know what even a horse score cosplay. No, that's not how that works. If I don't know what cosplay is, I adamantly go and search it out. Like, I didn't know who Yor was before Anime Expo of 2022. To be fair, Spy Family just started. It was only like 5 episodes in. But there was a lot of people that read the light novel or the manga ahead of time. So they had Yor cosplays, and there was like 40 of them. I had no idea who she was. And I went out and I found the anime because I needed to know who this was. So no, if I saw a horse score, I would be all like, what anime are you from? I don't recognize it. You have no idea how curious I am about anime I have not seen. I have no shame when it comes to that. I'll be all like, hey, what are you dressed up as? I don't recognize it. And by the way, that rarely happens, but I have no shame. I will go out and find it. Never heard this anime talked about in polite society, ever. Like, people talk about high school D&D more than this anime, and that is a disgusting anime, alright? So, I just don't know. Like, this horse thing has come out of nowhere with me.
まったく、本当にひどいドタバタ劇だ。今回はここまでにするしかないね。
Okay. We can do that. Guys, I'm about to be put on a list for finding or searching for horsewomen, I guess. Ogiri. I was all like, why can't I know what that says. Ogiri cap. Oh, there's an actual horse. I need to put the anime too, because these are all named after horses, right? So. Never seen her before. No girl I have ever seen has dressed up like that. Nope. Let's try, No. Absolutely not recognized. Never seen a girl dress up like her. I can take a look for those, but I can 100% verify that I've never seen any girl dressed up like those. And like I said, I go to 20 anime cons a year, and some of them are the biggest in the world, so. Let's see. Nope, never seen that one. Nope, never seen this one either. It's possible. It's 100% possible, but we'll see if I see them this year. I don't doubt what you're saying. Last year there was no hint of this whatsoever. The last big con I went to last year though was September. It was FanX in Utah. I cut my con short last year, so because of money issues and whatnot. So I did Anime Expo like I always did, and I did do a bunch of cons throughout the year, but I cut my last con. Well, actually, that's not true. I also did UluCon about a month later, but I only did that for like a day. I didn't do the whole con. I normally always do like the whole con. So FanX is one of the biggest cons in the US too. And I did that, and that was my last one last year, like big one.
とても説得力のある推測だね。ひょっとしてメイさんの推測から考えれば5万年もの間眠っていた物語が掘り起こされ争いが再び起こりそこに英傑たちが
But it is 100% possible that I will find some this year. I don't know like the horse girls don't look demeaning or anything, so I feel like there's some girls that will dress up like it eventually. Now, God created me a man, okay? So I really like being a man. I wouldn't ever want to be a girl. But we live in an age where all the great outfits belong to girls. You guys notice that? Like, all the great anime and everything. The girls look so much better than most of the guys. And it's just like, we live in an age where there's all these cool outfits, I guess you could say, for girls. We need a good guy anime to come out where the guy looks like something totally new and spectacular, I feel. You know, just my opinion. Probably previous years, okay, but I don't believe that much you don't know Uzma since it's also in FB. There's a lot of FB when the game is new to global. What's FB? I guess I'm confused by the acronym. You should believe it. Before you said it, I knew nothing about it. I went to my friend's stream that I said was sus last night, that I mentioned her. I literally went into her stream and was all like, did you know about this horse game? Because she played the horse riding games a lot when previously. And I was like, did you know about this horse game? Because I never knew about this horse game. And she goes, yeah, I knew about it, but it was too much work, so we stopped playing it on the channel. And I was like, oh, that's news to me, because I don't go to her streams that much because I don't like the sus things. But I was all like, am I the only one in the world that didn't know about this game? Ever?
この楽園に入れるのは成婚計画の実行者、つまり外にいるケビンによって資格を与えられた後継者だけ。それ以外のものが
I'm telling you, I'm being truthful. Like, why would I lie about this? I'm 100% being truthful. I've never heard of this anime before you brought it up yesterday. I never knew it existed. I've never seen anyone dress up like it. I just didn't know.
今楽園にいる外からの来訪者はメイさんだけだよ。この分野の専門家
To be fair, even though I've probably seen more anime than anyone that you will ever meet, there is 15,000 anime currently in the world right now. 15,000. I've only seen roughly 1/4 of all, a little bit more than 1/4 of all anime in the world, okay? 15,000. I'm still 10,000 short, right? More than 10,000 short.
それは君に判断してもらうしかないね。推測はあくまで推測に過ぎない。一人
Or probably you've seen a dressed up like those set last year, but Harley didn't know it's a horse. You keep on saying that, but I told you I saw those pictures. No one's ever dressed up like that to me. And if I don't know the anime that they're dressed up as, I normally ask. Like, no, I've never seen a girl dressed up like that ever. I even, the Nike girls come around every once in a while as well. I even know about the Nike stuff, okay? And I don't play the gun Nike game that they're famous for or anything like that, but I know of them. It's very rare for me not to know of something, and if I see a cosplay, I take notice of it because I go, I know what that is. 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 It's almost like a game to me. So no, I have not seen a girl in a horse outfit. I even know the guy in the Jeffrey the Draft outfit that comes every year to Anime Expo. I even know him, so... Yes, that one, for sure. Yeah, I take pictures with their cosplayers all the time. You might even see me if you scroll the thing every once in a while, right? But yes, I know the official people that run the, the game and the booth and stuff like that. But I don't play their game. They even had Elysia and Rom in one of their things, and I really did want Elysia, but I ended up not playing the game, but I know of it. So even if I've never seen it, I at least know of it. This horse thing has taken me so much by surprise at how big you say it is, because I live inside the anime community. Like, I'm bubbled inside the anime community, and I've never heard of this whatsoever. Let's see how popular this way is. Crunchyroll's not that big of an indicator, but it is an indicator. So let's take a look at this. Let's see how many reviews it actually has. So we know that it only has 9.1k reviews. That is a small portion. That is hugely small. That's under 15,000. That's when no one knew about Freerin or Apothecary Diaries. They had more reviews than this, and no one knew about them. So no, so even though everyone that's seen it likes it, but no, it's not a big proportion. For example, let's look at another top tier one, right? Let's look at the Apothecary Diaries. We'll just pull that up. So Apothecaries is a 10 out of 10. It's top tier, and it has a 4.9. So it has a 4.9, the same as your horse one, but look at the difference in reviews. We have 9.1K versus 328.K. Let's check out, I don't know, Freerun. It's about to come out. We have a 292K review. Well, let's check out, I don't know, trying to think of a good one. Jutsu Kaisen. I don't care for Jutsu Kaisen like a... Oh, let's do this. A 4.9, 188.5K reviews. So no, this is a good one, by the way. I do recommend this one. But no, no, there's not a big population that has seen the anime or even know what the anime is. This is a niche group. I can already tell from the reviews. Yeah, well, 3 seasons. Rent a Girlfriend has 5 coming out, and Shield Hero has 5, but they still have more reviews. In fact, Death Note has 2 seasons, and it has more reviews. I'm just here to pop in and say hi. I can't do many streams together because I have school, and I want to focus on that now, so see ya. That's okay, Slime. Whenever you have time, you can always come back. I appreciate you and everything you do, and all the lore videos, and we're going to get back to that too. I have Anime Con coming this weekend, so I won't be able to be online this weekend. I'm just pumping out the streams right now because I got affiliate, and, you know, I'm trying to grow everything, my Twitch, stuff like that. But yeah, I do not think poorly of you for that. School is important, so if you need to focus on school, I will be here when you don't have to focus on school. I'm not going anywhere unless God, you know, sends me away. So, all right. So anyway, thank you, Slime. I appreciate you letting me know, though. But surely Cinderella Grey is more popular than Pretty Derby. At least I've heard of that one. Because it is part of this. I've heard of that one because of I was searching through the horses yesterday, and I was all like, where have I seen that? Is that considered a spinoff? Because the I feel like it's part of it. But is that like Cinderella Grey a spinoff? Okay, that makes sense. I have kind of heard about Cinderella Grey in the past, but it was only in passing. It wasn't anything that was crazy. Not even people talking about it, like an offhand comment about, and I thought it was Cinderella. So it's a spin-off based on the real horse story of Ogiri Cap. Okay. エデンの姉ちゃんに言われた通り、すべての小道を調べたんだけど、何も見つからなくて落ち込んでたんだ。Interesting. ちょうどその時、メイの姉ちゃんとビルビーの姉ちゃんが真相を突き止めるために一緒に調べてるって聞いて。 私も行きたいと思ってきたんだよ。それは You should install it in the background while playing and try playing it yourself. I have too much things on my computer right now, but let me think about it. Let me think about it. I'll have to delete something. Like, my computer is filled with Final Fantasy XIV. It's filled with every single gotcha game, plus all the clips I use for AMVs and YouTube videos and things like that. So it's really full right now. I can't really install another game. But let me think about it. Maybe I'll delete a game till I'm ready to play. Genshin's not going to be played for a while, so maybe I delete Genshin for a little bit.
自分のことを
We'll
よく
see.
理解してるところも私の長所でしょ。戦いでは力になれなくてもきっと何かの役に立てるはず。真剣に考えてみたんだけど、みんなを疑いの目で見るなんてやっぱり嫌だよ。何もしないでただ待ってるのも性に合わないし、何もしなかったことを後になって後悔するよりもやってから後悔した方がいいからね。それで決めたんだ。全てを明らかにしなきゃって。ところで今から私たちどこに行くの？エリの姉ちゃんにそっくりの妖精に会いに行くんだよね。もちろんそうだよ。今の状況でお店の仕入れのことなんか考えていられないし、いや考えるくらいはたまにはあるかな。とにかく私何もしてないよ。え、ちょっと待って、メイの姉ちゃん私のことを疑ってないよね。メイの姉ちゃん冗談か何かでしょ。私が普段より10倍肝が据わってたとしてもケビンの旦那に手を出したりなんかできないよ。もしそんな力があったら私ならまず黄金の庭を手に入れて、それからみんなに荷物運びをさせるよ。あと店番をさせるっていうのもいいよね。私も保証するよ。ハルドがやらかしそうなことはだいたいそんな感じだろうってね。
Well, I think I'm gonna try the anime first. I don't like grindy games anymore. I used to play all the Final Fantasy games and everything, and you can tell the way I play this game and the way I play Star Rail, I hate grinding. Absolutely hate every piece of it. So, I used to grind all the time. I'm too old for grinding now. So, maybe if I like the anime a lot, I will think about playing the game. But, we will see.
ビルビーの姉ちゃん、わかってるね。今や楽園はめちゃくちゃ混乱してて商売も上がったりだもん。そんな状況にして私に何の得があるの？
It's a very niche community right now. Now, the game might be more popular than the anime, though. So, you said it's the most popular mobile game. So, do they, in this most popular mobile game, do they compare it to gacha games like Star Rail and everything? Or is it a very specific genre for mobile gaming? I guess I don't know. Yes, okay. So this has beat out Star Rail and Genshin. That is what you're telling me? Okay, so it's a gacha game as well. I think you said that last night. Now that I think about it, I think you said you're new to gacha games, and that should have indicated that that this was one because you brought that up. Let me take a look because now I'm curious. I'm having a little bit of fun with this. Something I didn't know about. It's something that's new. Maybe I'll make a YouTube video on it. I don't know. So usually most popular mobile game 2025 was named Best Mobile Game at the Game Awards. Now, I don't consider the Game Awards to be anything special, and I didn't even watch it this year. I would have known about this, right? So normally I watch the Game Awards, and I was thinking about streaming it this year. But I decided not to because most of the games that they bring to the Game Awards, no one plays. Like, it's terrible. So, let's see. Most profitable? Ooh, not the top grossing mobile game worldwide. The title belongs to Last War Survivor. I never even heard of... Well, actually, I have heard of Last War Survivor game. Never mind, I have. All those stupid YouTube commercials. However, Yuma remains massive earner, reports 1 billion in revenue. That's really good. In Japan, in Japan alone, it's 1 billion. That's interesting. It's also won best mobile game of the year. Ranking top 3 highest grossing mobile. We're going down a rabbit hole, guys. Revenue is leading as the top grossing anime style. So Star Rail's on the top right now, often outpacing both Genshin. That's actually new. Last time I looked at the numbers in September, Genshin was actually outpacing it slightly. Genshin was second, and Star Rail was third. But outpacing both Genshin Impact and it's made Star Rail made more money than Pretty Derby. While Yusuma remains a powerhouse only in Japan, not in America, it generally ranks below the Holyverse titles in global revenue, with HSR leading in overall gacha sales. That's incredible. That it's over Genshin now. Remains a top contender, though often ranking below Honkai Star Rail and Love. So I know about Love in Deep Space. I actually have a friend who loves this game to pieces, and I hate, like, it's some of the grossest fan art I've ever seen for this game. And they had a booth at Anime Expo and stuff. Like, I'm aware of this game for sure, Love in Deep Space. I have a friend who won't stop talking about it. But yeah, you saw it here globally. Star Rail and Genshin are higher earners than Pretty Derby. So I thought that would be the case. As for gameplay, you're the player trainer of the horse course. You decide what to train for. It's either speed, stamina, power, guts. Well, Yuma is a free-to-play gacha game. Yeah, but Star Rail's free-to-play gacha game. Genshin is a free-to-play gacha game. All those are free-to-play gacha games. Yeah, I'm a like, even HI3 is free-to-play. I haven't spent a dime on HI3. Yeah, but so are these titles. That's actually why I got into the Honkai verse games. I could get every character I wanted on Star Rail if I waited and grinded. In fact, to prove my point, Topside, who is a viewer of ours, to my knowledge, Topside has never spent money on Star Rail in his life. Or Topside was too young to spend money on Star Rail, and he had like big teams and everything because he grinded for them and everything. Like, you don't have to spend money on Star Rail. You can get everybody you want. You just have to wait for it. HI3 seems very much the same thing. I haven't spent a dime on HI3. Okay, free to play, gotcha. Okay. No, I don't think HSR Genshin is free to play, but that also depends on how they wanted the character. I think it's free to play. No one forced me to spend money on Star Rail. Now, did I spend money on Star Rail? I did, because there were certain things I wanted. I wanted the schoolgirl outfit for Firefly. I wanted like the stupid hat for Amphorius. So what I got was cosmetic, right? It's because I wanted to spend the money. It's not because I had to spend the money. I caught up to Star Rail without spending a dime. It's not completely free to play once a player started spending money. Well, no, that's a choice. You don't have to spend money. They make you want to spend money. It's a good business plan. They make the value of the characters that they spend, like the marketing new characters, but they're not stopping you from doing the story. Like, I'm probably never going to spend a dime on this game, to tell you the truth. I'm never going to spend money on it, but I'm getting all this gameplay for free. Now, there are games that spend money, like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy, that are $15 a month. I know because I'm subscribed to both of those games. But, like, this is not one of those games. I can go through the whole story and not spend a dime. Now, there are gacha games in the world where you cannot finish the story, and you have to spend money in order to advance. This is not one of those games. Is that actually a treasure chest? No, it's not. What is this? I think the game glitched on me again. The game's been glitching this chapter a lot. Like, literally, they're not in the field of battle. Like I said, the player doesn't have to spend any money. It's the player's choice whether they spend money or not. There's no... So, a game does not... These games do not have paywalls where you can't advance without paying. You can go... So, the only time you're going to hit a dead end is probably at in-game. But in-game is meant to be hard anyway. And you can even complete in-game without spending a dime. If you took years to do it, you could definitely do it. And it doesn't probably even have to be years. That's like worst case scenario. You just have to make sure you save your stuff up for the like the number one teams. Get the number one teams. And then grind so you can build them. And that's it. Simple as that. But it doesn't stop you from the story. You can literally put anyone on your team and be able to complete the story. Yeah, there's been a lot of glitches this chapter specifically. It's my least favorite chapter I've played so far. But there's a lot of glitches. Like, even before you got on, there was glitches. Most of the players are, but like I said, it's willpower. Not... I used to be competitive. I used to be a big deal when I was younger. But the thing about it is, it doesn't stop me from playing the game. Like, there's just something about these gacha games, and this is something that I like about it. It doesn't force me to pay. If I want to know the story, or if I want to be part of the game, like talk lore with people and everything, then guess what? I don't need to pay a dime to do that. I get to play these games for free. And to tell you the truth, I would probably, for Starwell, I would pay $70 for that game. I would even play, at this point, I would even pay a monthly subscription because the story writing is so good. But the thing about it is, I don't have to. And these are gacha games for sure, but they are not poorly made gacha games, if that makes sense. They make you want to spend the money. I think that's important.
よろしい。こんな魅力的な誘い断れるわけがないって思いつく方法の中で一番手っ取り早いやり方なんだけど、それにこんな天才的なマジックアイテムを使えるんだよ。誘いに乗らないはずがないよね。まあまあそう言わずに、これを最初から出さずに君と一緒にあちこち回っていろいろ調査したのは信頼関係を築くためなんだよ。こうしてここにいられる時点で私のマジックアイテムが安全で信頼できることの証明になるでしょ。それは元の機能にちょっとサプライズを加えただけだよ。何せ驚きはマジックの真髄だもの。でもこの道具は今みたいな生死を左右するような状況に陥った時のために作ったものだ。黒幕は今でもどこかで私たちを覗いてる。時間がないのにまさか本当に遠回りするつもりなの？
メイの姉ちゃん、ビルビーの姉ちゃんの言う通りだよ。こんな肝心な時に悪ふざけなんかするような人間じゃないって信じてるから。もういっそのこと私で試してみるのはどうかな。
おや、パルドってば君に疑われたことまだ気にしているみたいだね。
気にしているとまではいかないけど、だけどそのままだとメイの、もし私が身の潔白を証明できたらメイの姉ちゃんと一緒に真相を探せ。
さすがはパルド。でももしかしたら目の前にいるメイさんが、どうやら君は全く想像し、もしそうだったら疑いを晴らせない上に最悪の場合はそっと何の予兆もなく消されるよ。
I'm not talking. Sorry, I had my mic on mute because I was drinking. So who do I think is the murderer? I'm a little confused by their actions. I still think it's Sue. I think Paintergore, there's an interesting thing that could make her be the one doing this because of that conversation about being a hero. And she does have powers where she could possibly put people into paintings or taint them in a way that their data is just missing. I don't think it's her though, because she wouldn't be crawling onto tables to listen to people at that point. I do think it's Sue. I don't suspect the cat at all. I don't even suspect the magician at all. So
メイの姉ちゃんが犯人だなんて絶対にありえない。だって一番真相を知りたがってるもん。そう、そんなことはありえない。メイの
もちろん冗談だよ。どうメイさん、パルドと私の信頼を。
メイの姉ちゃん、よかった。
ではどう？緊張してきた？
okay, narrator. Yeah, so I still think it's Sue. I'm happy to be wrong for once though, because
カンちゃん、ちょっと待って。帰ってくるのは久々だね。エリの
I do have other suspects, but Sue's still at the top of the list.
これはいいかも。どうしよう。カンちゃん、ちょっと静かにして。今は真剣に考え事をしてるの。ダメ。考えれば考えるほどメイの姉ちゃんを連れて奥へ行くべきかな。お人よしの小づっちでさえ止めてるのに。エリの姉ちゃんも心配してたし。このままだとニアの姉ちゃんはきっとまったくもう。みん んなで座りながら話すことができればいいのに。分かってるよ。みんなちゃんと話せるような性格じゃないってこと。それぞれ複雑な事情がありそうだし。でもどうしてこんな風に争い続けなきゃいけないの？死でさえ一緒に経験した仲間なのに。慰めてくれなくても大丈夫だよ、カンちゃん。やっと見つけた居場所なんだから。仲間たちが揉め続ける姿を見てるだけってわけにはいかないよ。末席だとしても私はエリの姉ちゃんに認められた13英傑の一人。なんだか夢みたいだね。黄昏の町の孤児だった私がみんなに英傑と呼ばれるなんて。ねえカンちゃん、もしまだお父さんとお母さんがいたらどんな風に考えるんだろう。こういうことを考えるのはやめよう。今の私には何ができるかな。96、9の宝がこんなに隠されてたなんて。明日もメイの姉ちゃんにどこかへ連れてってもらおうかな。機械の部品はビルビーの姉ちゃんに売って、アクセサリーはエリの姉ちゃんに、変な置物はうまくいって小づちに買ってもらおう。これで儲かる。
Okay, so we're gonna take a short break real quick. Give me 5 minutes. I did play 3 minutes of commercials already, so I don't need to turn on the commercials for a little bit to think Sakura did it. I don't think Sakura did it. Sakura's too suspicious. She is still missing, but I don't think she did it. But too suspicious. It's like a red herring, in my opinion. I'll be right back. I'm not going to turn on the commercials. Like I said, I think we got at least an hour and a half of no commercials. So we'll see. But I will put it on the screen. Alright, we are back. On time. Alright.
機械の部品はビルビーの姉ちゃん。最初はケビンの旦那にしよう。このことはエリの姉ちゃんには内緒にしないと。それとメイの姉ちゃんにも。
I don't think Kevin's sus. Now, Kevin could very well be it because we know how bad Kevin is outside of this. But no, he seemed visibly shaken about Elysia. Now, May did say she was disappointed in him, so he could have been pretending. But I'm not super suspicious about him. That is true, but there could be something entirely else going on, and Sue can be sneaky too. There might be something entirely different going on too.
おやおや、そんな記憶。メイの姉ちゃん、何を言っているの？
See, Kevin's either faking dead, being dead, or, you know, being put in a painting, okay? So the thing is, who can kill Kevin, right? In a one-on-one fight? Only Elysia, right? So it's possible. It could be someone is messing up the data outside of the realm to make them die.
ちょっとした商売ごつまり角を貸し出して触らせることができないか考えてたんだ。エリの姉ちゃんにバレたら派手に言い回るでしょ。そうしたらだから二人にな。
Oh, I don't know. It could be real Kevin for all I know. It could be Jackal. It could be a villain that we don't really know much about right now. Like, there's definitely that possibility. Ex Ward Servant member, like Dr. Well, Dr. May might still be a current one. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. It's probably a Ward Servant member. If that's the case, if that's the only thing I'm getting, then Jackal is, you know, a possibility. It could be Mobius for all we know. It could be, you know, could be a ton of different ones. I don't think it's Mobius though. I know we said that her outside self is dead. But I still, you know, even Sim 1 thinks she's real, so. But I don't think it's her. I did know, like, that doesn't mean they're the only ones that know about this. Vita's alive. She's omniscient, right? She could know about this. I'm just saying there are other beings out there that can know about this. That's not in Ward Serpent. But again, what you're telling me is it's not them. But like I said, it's not impossible for the outside ward to know of this, like certain individuals. I'm not saying it's Vita. I'm saying she could know about this, given the opportunity. I included Vita not as a suspect. I'm included Vita as an example of someone that could know about the Elysian Realm from the outside. She's not on the suspect list. She never was. And like I said, this guy's definitely not a suspect. He's too, he's way too,
それは否定しないよ。君と僕はそう違わない。もういい。お
前たちにはもう随分と時間を無駄にさせられた。終焉とやらのためこの一撃を用意したことが全力で受け止めてみせろ。されごとは
Okay, here's Mr. Number One Suspicioso.
必ずこうなる。
大丈夫ですか？
Because Vita was only introduced way back to version. Yeah, so even with that being true, and like I said, she's not a suspect. But you have to remember that in the Honkai verse, just because a character was introduced, yeah, I agree. It's Doctor Who versus, or Doctor of Anime versus the Doctor in Honkai. But doctors are really crafty in the Honkai verse. I don't know if you know Locha, who is quote unquote a doctor that's an auto look-like, brought the Stelron to the Lafu. You have Little Fox Doctor, who is sus. All doctors are really... Natasha and Bellabarg? Are you kidding me? All doctors are sus in Honkai verse, okay? Just all of them. You can put them in one pile, and some of them may be killers, and some of them may be healers, all right? You just don't know. They could be both. So, anyway, what was I going to say? I had a point, but I don't... Oh, yeah. So my point in, even if though Vita was introduced later, and like I said, she's not a suspect. I'm not considering her a suspect. But it's not a good argument to say someone was introduced later, so they technically didn't even exist during this time. The Delilah in Star Rail didn't exist till patch 3.8, right? But they put her into the Pelconi saga, so technically she existed before this. And so does Vita. If you look at the lore, Vita's around. We just don't know about her. That doesn't mean she doesn't influence events. That doesn't mean they can't go in the past and say, well, Vita was actually here for this. You just didn't know. That's what they did with the Delilah. And so there's no like, oh no, she was introduced later, so she couldn't have been a part of it. No, that's not the case. Now, do I believe Vita is a part of it? Absolutely not. But is it an argument that she can't be involved because she was introduced later? That's not a solid argument. But yeah, they didn't think about her during this. She's not a part of this. But just saying that just because she was introduced later can't mean she's a part of it. That's not true in the Honkai verse. I think that was a fair analysis. I think I beat that to death. Forgive my pun. I horse beat that to death. I agree with you. Vita is not involved in the arc. Like I said, didn't believe she was. We're in agreement. I'm just saying, because I'm starting to like become a lore master of the Honkai verse now. I'm just starting to think outside of the box that they give me. And there was an ad. We are snoozing on that ad. First time I snoozed on an ad. Pretty cool. We just had a break, so I don't want to have a commercial. But she's involved in the arc. Or I could say Vita isn't involved in the arc, but she's involved in the arc. So did I call that Honkai voice does that all the time? So if she's involved, and you can't see it, but I'm doing quotation marks right now in front of my mic. If she's involved, then that actually proves my point about just because they'll introduce later doesn't mean that they're not involved in past events. They do that all the time in this universe. That makes so much sense, though. Yep. Now, I have made a decision. I don't, unless something crazy happens and I have to keep playing just because I have to get up early tomorrow, I am going to stop the stream in an hour and a half. I am possibly going to play tomorrow night for a little bit, after yeah, I think I'm gonna play tomorrow night. But again, it's gonna be a shorter stream, of probably 3 to 4 hours. And then I have to work on YouTube on Wednesday, and then I'll probably do one more stream, and then I'm off to AnimeCon. So I'll probably stream for 3 hours. Then I'm off, and then I'm gone all weekend, and then we will go back to longer streams when I get back. So I think that's fair. So you're still gonna get lots of streams between now and me leaving. They're just gonna be shorter. Maybe I take tomorrow off. I don't know. Maybe I'll play. Maybe I'll play Persona tomorrow. That way you can be here for the Elysian Realm events, because I know you like them. Maybe I play Persona or something. And then I'll go back to this on Wednesday.
守るとまでは言えない。でも先ほどの彼の行いを誰かに利用されたら十分追放あるいは排除される理由になる。
I'll be gone for 4 days, so I leave Wednesday night. I get Thursday morning because I'm driving there. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Sunday's the last day of the con, and Sunday's the drive back as well. So once the con ends on Sunday, I will be driving back. So we'll probably have our first stream back on Monday night. It's 4 days. So the con starts on Thursday. Friday's the second day. Saturday's the third day. And Sunday's the fourth. So it's not a week. It's 4 days. If my last stream is on Wednesday and my next stream is on Monday, that's 5 days. But you have to figure in the car ride back on Sunday night. So, and I probably won't be up for streaming right when I come back.
君と僕がそう思っていても、戦後もそう考えてくれるとは限らないが。なら、私は。
What about me?
あなたは私を信じてくれているのですか？一緒に来て欲しかった理由は理解しているものの。
はっきりとは言いたくない。でも、僕は過去の数々から得られる信頼以外で、君を信用できる主な理由。
つまり。定期的に記憶を削除している習慣のことですか？
Her deleting her memories from the Furor down. Yeah. We remember that.
時間に侵食される機会が少ない記憶体なんだ。同時にその欠損があるからこそ必要な時に楽園での自分すまない。
いえ、分かっています。素直に言ってくれてありがとうございます。では戦いの準備をしておきます。
ああ、僕もいろいろ自分でやってみるよ。戦後を説得するとなるとそう簡単にはいかないからね。敵が来たようだね。ここまで近づいているのに気づけなかったとは。どうやら先ほどの観測で感知の力が尽きかけているようだ。少し手が回らない。しかしなぜ敵がここに。
I forgot how to fight as Fu, but I think I remember. Nope. Has to do. Nope. Trying to remember how to do the super. Okay, it's this. See, look at Sue just standing there all suspicious while I'm fighting while I'm fighting, actual Honkai.
不破僕はうかつなことをして先ほどもう一度確認したけれど
Long pressure ultimate. Okay, I see.
戦王が近くにいるのに
言われてみれば確かに。
すぐに向かおう。もしかしたら守ろうとした行為が裏目に出準備してくれ。この扉の向こうに戦王がいる。
Okay, so I'm him now.
無事でよかった。
これどうした？
必要がなかったからだ。何はどうあれこちらとしても
対局を念頭に置け。そのセリフを俺に向けるな。気分が悪くなる。そ
Interesting.
の理由でどれだけの人間を殺してきたんだ。10万、100万。挙句の果てには俺が虐殺者だと。教えてやる。お前と手を組む気はない。そんなことは一度だけで十分だ。これからやることに立場なんざ重要ではないし気にもしない。
戦後ケビンとエリシアを失った今正面から戦える人間として君は欠けてはならない第一人者なんだ。
ほう。それを知っているにもかかわらずその女だけを連れてきたのか。本気で俺を説得できるとでも。弱々しいやつと窮地に陥ったやつ。
知っているはずだ。僕にもまだ使っていない切り札がある。それに君が落ち着いている以上そこまでする必要はない。君と同じように僕もさくらを疑いたくはない。だが必死に過去をたどっても英傑の中では君と彼女のデータだけが異常を示した。それは確かなんだ。
Interesting.
真相を知るためには君を頼るしかない。
That's interesting.
今でもさくらのデータは探知できないままだ。
Yeah, I did know that she's one of the A/B Valkyries. I didn't know this version's ultimate.
知りたいんだ。
But it's probably the same for every Fuhua, right?
さくらと会っている。
And I just didn't realize it,
そうで
so.
なくても同じ空間にいたことはあるんだね。
他に何を知っている？
あとはフアに説明してもらおう。彼女が気づかせてくれたんだ。僕はその可能性を見落としていた。
私も趣味消しの変化を見て思いついたんです。現実での空間に関する能力は楽園では少し違っているようです。さくらは空間を凍結させる技を使いこなせます。私たちはそれを知っていますし見たこともあります。さくらのデータが消えたのではなく
Now we do have a commercial in 5 minutes. I can't really stop it. I'm down to like one snooze left. So just heads up, guys. Sorry about that.
その通り。なぜその刀を振るっていたのか。そこが肝心なところだ。
どうやら思っていたほどバカではなかったよ。ただ以前と同様の上から目線だ。何事も自分の目を欺くことはできないと思っているんだな。お前が初めて
Sounds good. I will do that next time I'm Fuhar, or at least attempt to.
あの夜、俺は毒用専用の暗号を受け取った。
どんな内容だったんですか？
I'm excited for the next chapters. The next chapters say the day of finality. I'm excited for that, and we keep on hearing about the cocoon here. So
真に対してもお前たちはいつも真っ先に助けを求めている人間を疑う。お前らは本当に高尚だな。 この姿を見ていると獣でいた方がまだマシだ。
つまりさくらも襲われたと。その後はどうなった？何が起こっていたんだ？君も異常を示していた間に。
俺は発信源に向かった。だがそこにはこの仮面以外何も残っていなかった。
これは毒用の仮面？
特殊な任務を遂行するときだけ忘れな草はこれをつける。そして任務が終わった時のみあいつは自らこれを外す。自らだ。
死んでいるのでなければ敵になっている。以前の判断と大体一致している。そのためにずっととどまっていたんだね。
お前たちの判断を買っているわけじゃない。ただ完全に認めさせたかっただけ。お前は楽園ではかなり特殊なんだろう。教えろ。
分かった。ただその前に戦後、もしついてる痕跡がさくら自身のものではなかったら、つまり僕が彼女の無実を証明できなかったら
どうやらさっきの態度が誤解を招いたようだな。お前に質問する権利などない。その時になればわかる。
Alright,
答えは
let's see. I think maybe we fight him?
エリシアのだ。
He doesn't look like he's compliant.
バカは。
気持ちはわかる、戦後。しかし
もういい。お前らのそうとなるとお前の話はこれで終わる。なら俺がやりかけていたことを続けても構わん。たわけた真似は一回だけで十分。
Alright, so are we gonna have an epic anime class here?
絶対に潔白というのならお前はまずは
Oh, I'm Fu again. Okay.
その無実
I thought I would get to play as Sue, but I don't think they've allowed us to do that yet.
どうやらこの戦いは避けられないみたいだ。僕は彼の精神に接続して動きを制限してみる。その前にもし力を使い切ってしまったら教えてくれ。その時は
So I hold,
事情が何であろうと
I hold, and then I do ultimates. No. He's easy even if I'm sucking as Fu. I can do other ones, not this one apparently. Okay.
本当に助けたかった人間でさえ救えなかったというのに未だに全てに手を差し伸べたいだと。
It's not the same. Oh, hold Windows 100 SP. Okay. Gotcha. I feel like Mega Man right now. Like, ever played those Mega Man X games? Oh, also, we're gonna wait because there's gonna be a commercial for some people, and I don't want them to miss it. It's out of my hands. I don't think the commercial actually played. I think we're okay. The timer went off, but I think we're fine. Okay, I see now. I did it. I did it. I did her ultimate. Alright. Oh, do I need to kill this thing?
詰めることしかできない。ひざまずけ、死ぬがいい。小賢しいことは。
成功しましたか？
ああ、ただ長くは持たないだろう。不安。これは最後のチャンスかもしれない。
これだから精神感じ方は気分が悪くなる。普段お前は何でもできるように振る舞っているが、それならなぜ自分の死を救えなかったんだ。答えろ。ひざまずけ、して死ぬがいい。もういい。ここは現実ではない。お前らもアポニアではない。無能が。
You said 100 SP or higher. I was just trying to get it a little bit higher. But no, I understand. It is very different than other Fuhas, so.
自分の命すら守れない。
Can't believe this guy got one shot by Elysia and Kevin.
君と僕はそう違わない。だからここへ来たんだ。僕は信じているよ。
Sounds good.
もういい。俺を止めようとしていたなら何が起こるか分かっていたはずだ。お前たちにはもう随分終焉とやらのため。
So I have to do the punch attacks first, and then I click ultimate.
全力で受け止めてみせろ。されことはその後に聞いてやる。
1000号の力がまだ上昇している。この一撃、僕たちが防げるようなものでは決してない。だとすると。
Yeah, I did. I actually didn't read that, but you're expecting a male to be playable. I know in HI3 forbid the notion of a male being playable.
受け止められる状態ではありません。
大丈夫。もともとこれは僕からの提案なんだ。
Wait, how is Sue a flame chaser? If like, why are there male flame chasers? If it's females that have such a greater resistance, right, against Honkai. I mean, we have Kevin, we have all these people, and by the way, all these people should be playable. Come on.
これは
引き裂いたのは1000号。
これで最後だ。
You could UR anytime for as long as you have 100 SP, then use your combo. Okay. Clicking ultimate. Sounds good.
もう追う必要はない。認めたくはないけれど、僕の海岸を利用して古の楽園に。彼はこれからこの日々をたどって、目的は全員を殺すことじゃない。その逆なんだ。英傑以外の。
それは私。
君の問いはもっともだ。戦後起こったふりをする。アポニア突然戦いを仕掛けてきたのも、わざと怒らせようとした言葉も、今
なら手がかりを失い、その上仲間の一人にタイムリミット。何もせずにただ見ているだけでは。
まだ手はある。リスクはある。もし彼がまだ僕たちの知る裏切り者の目的が何であろうと、それに彼すぐに出発。メビウスと話して。
Interesting. The plot thickens. Sue is less suspicious now. He's very much less suspicious now. But we will see. He's still most suspicious, but he's lesser now. Now I'm starting to think this is an outside job. By the way, him right here, you can tell Mighty from Amphoreus is definitely based on this guy.
笑わせるな。ほう、お前こそ誰なの？まさか、いいだろう。
See, this narrator right here is suspicious too.
お
Impossible.
前の思いど本当にそう思ってるのか？お前も大半の人間。
So Elysia, he called out. Ooh, this is the Theater of Domination, although I'm sure they're just reusing assets and it's not supposed to be. But yeah, this is the same hallway in the Theater of Domination.
これはお前が長編手術を受ける
Males being resistant to Honkai energy is rare, but the situation for these flame chasers underwent mantis surgery. Okay, so when they were infused with the
ど
Honkai.
うやら
Yep.
エイマーの死は特別みたい。戦後の心境にとってここは絶対的な神部だったが、お前は言ったはずだろう。選別として自分多くの人間たちは死ぬ直前になっても自分が誰なのか何が欲しいのかを理解できない。お前は奴らのようになる必要もないし、エイマーはあんな風に死ぬべきじゃなかった。
Amelia shouldn't have died like that.
ほら見ろ、今になってもあの副官は大中立者として選ばれた。しかも最も
So they are talking about the theater domination. Okay.
必ず死ぬと分かっていたくせに。お前は言葉が通じないのか。
So this is supposed to be the theater domination.
理解していた。
They just talked about the 10th Herrscher, so color me impressed just a little bit.
いいだろう。だが一つ気になる。
So after you had acquired the Ichor, which is, if people don't know what Ichor is, and I'm sure most people do, it's the Greek interpretation of golden blood, which is heavily enforced in Amphoreus, the blood of the destruction, right? So Ichor is supposed to be the blood of the lowercase g gods, all right, like Hermes, Zeus, stuff like that. So yeah, so they're talking about golden Ichor right now, which they didn't use the word golden, but that's what Ichor is. So it's golden blood,
ことに俺にはその記憶がない。
which is probably where they got the idea for Amphoreus having that.
仕掛けがあるとでも。彼が何になったのかは彼が何を成し遂げ。どうだ一人の思考は。だがあの時本当に助けたかった人間でさえお前も奴らと。まあいい、続けるぞ。 あ、どうした？思い出したくないの？聞くまでも今の状況はだが、俺の象徴としてここに残された強化のせいで記憶がおかしくなっていなく、無論それは一つのきっかけに過ぎない。だがもういい。お前に桜を評価する資格。桜、あいつに関しては確かに理解できないところがある。あいつを憎むには十分すぎる理由があるが、お前はそうしなかった。しかもお前は楽園の空間を壊した。あいつのためにそこまでしたのはなぜだ？何かをしたい時に理由がいるのか？お前に何のメリットがなくて答えたくなければそれでいい。そうだ、お前の怒りは実に変わってる。これらの記憶から見ると、そもそもお前は誰かを憎んだことは一度もなかった。ほう、やっと分かったぞ戦後。 道理でお前は桜に対して何のわだかまりもなかったのか。療養所が片付けられた日、またはその後、無力さを感じるたびにお前が憎んだのはお前自身だけなんだな。だからお前の怒りは消えない。お前が死なない限りな。そうだろう。気が済んだか。自分自身に興味がないみたいだな。それもそうか。悲しみの中にいる者の方がより人類らしい。しかし、もっと面白いことを見つけたぞ。療養所で運び屋として過ごしていた自分をお前は不満に思っていないようだな。あの頃のお前は殺しを楽しんでいなかった。おかしいだろう。奴らは見えなかったようだが、子供たちに褒められた時に微笑みさえしたとは。それはつまり、もし選べるのなら、完全に獣になったお前でさえ普通の人間になりたいと思うのか。黙れ。違うのか。ならわかった。お前は普通の人間になりたくないのに最後まで自分を憎んでいた。大した偽装だな、戦後。面白い。面白いぞ。道理で奴らは全員お前を仲間だと思ってたわけだ。誰もが恐れ、最も多くの敵を殲滅してきた獣は殺しを楽しんでなどいない。力を求めるのは何かがあった時にいつも弱く無力さを感じるからだ。普通の人間の生活。いや、お前が求めるのはそんなものなんかじゃない。だから黙れと言ってる。ああ、落ち着け。死ぬ者と言い争う必要などない。どうやら俺たちの散歩はまだ終わっていないようだな。ここでぶつけ合っても何の意味もない。じゃあ行くか。
Yeah, definitely mighty influence here by the conversation. Not mighty influence. I mean, he had an influence on mighty because this character was before. All right.
かなり遠い昔の記憶だが、お前はあのアポニアに記憶を改ざんされ、あいつにそんな度胸はならお前はあの無知でそれがどうした。いいや、空から落ちてきた
Unscathed monster.
奴らが初め他に何のあの時代の崩壊など普通の人間にと。しかしまあというよりそれはそうとそれが習わしでも本能でも
Interesting.
お前は奴らに気づかれるべきじゃなかった。盲目的に崇められた衣類は所詮衣類に過ぎないからな。いい結末などない。だったらなんだと言うんだ。簡単に言うじゃないか。あの痛み。記憶によればあまりにも深刻そうに見えるぞ。お前はコズマに嘘をついた。そうだろう。お前が戦場で痛みに耐えられたのは根本にこの経験があったからだ。当時のお前はこの柱に縛られていたんだな。お前には関係ない。当然だ。ただ奴らのやり方が少し馬鹿げてると思った。それだけだ。いくらお前が強かったとはいえ、その血が崩壊に対抗する薬として使えると思うだなんてな。ごちゃごちゃとうるさい。 お前のために惜しんでやってるんだ。その力を持つお前を普通の人間が捉えられるはずがない。そうだろう。お前はいつでも鎖を壊し、その場を去ることができた。だが崩壊が再び降臨し、そこが生存者のいない七になるまで、お前は何もしなかった。なぜだ？聞くのはいいが、その後お前には死んでもらう。もう一度教える必要があるみたいだな。お前にそれはできない。死ぬのは俺じゃない、お前だからな。だが確かにこれ以上聞く必要はない。道理でお前は療養所の事件が起きた時に一人の融合戦士と戦うことを選んだんだな。そして火を追うかのやり方を認めなくてもあそこから離れなかった。戦後この世界において二人の狩猟に次ぐ男。もういい。その男が本当に追い求めるものはもういいと言っているだろう。
This is a very long conversation.
家に過ぎない。正解か。もういいと言ってる。なんだこの鼻向けは。ああ、いいだろう。確かにお前は強者だ。心の扉を開けてくれたことにお別れだ。火をお前だ。やっぱり死ぬ前の悪あがきなど何の役に立つ。確かに俺は時間を稼いでるのは仲間に。お前は二つ目の花向けを渡した。ああ、お前の墓に
Interesting.
奴らのやり方がお前が見たかった。お前に礼を言う。おかげであの女の言葉を理解できた。二つ猫をかぶる。来い。お前だったら始め全てをも。
Okay, interesting.
信じられない。普通の案内ロボットと大して。
彼らはこのプロジェクトに子供時代は進展がなく開発中止になったら。
たやすいことじゃない。お前
I wonder if Great Serpent could be messing up with The Sims 2. He's an outside force that we haven't seen yet.
だがついでに聞いてみよう。
He was there at the beginning of the founding of the Flame Chasers 2 and Mantis. No, he was there at the beginning of Ward Serpent.
私のことも手荒に
Founded
扱う
it.
のか。
そんなわけない
Interesting.
だろ。
He's suspicious now. He's suspicious.
持っていけ。警報とセキュリティシステムを解除した。
昔と変わらず精密さを求められるハッキングは苦手なのか。
役割分担ってやつだ。
わかった。やはり我が道を行き一度組織を抜けたあの小娘が
He's
お前は
suspicious.
ヨルムンガンドの幹部とはな。誰も想像できなかっただろ
そうだな。
う。伝説の傭兵、自力でカロン名録第1位まで上り詰めた。ただ功を焦るあまり小さなミスで命を捨てるところだったがな。私が代わりに一発撃っていなかったら今の君は字が刻む。
ずっと気になってたんだ。
なぜだろ
何度も考えたんだ。もしあの時監視していたのが誰でもいいが他のハイヘビだったら
私は今日ここにきっとただ死んでいく私を見ていただけだろう。理由は私の不注意。
別に変わったこと。何しろ我々はハイヘビではあるが、それぞれ異なる趣味、願望、もっとユニークなものを見たことがある。鹿を愛し、何一つ成功しなかった詩人のように生きたハイヘビや、銃に夢中になり、それともう一人、市場経済に興味があるハイヘビ。まだ生きていたならきっと起業家になっていただろう。もしかしたらこれがハイヘビの創造者が見たかった結果なのかもしれない。
はあ、それならお前はきっとトークショーの出演者のハイヘビだな。
いいアイディアだ。傘とカバンを持ってステージに上がり、ネタを話して笑いをかっさらおう。最後は仮面を外し、イケメンの素顔を晒す。そんな展開だともっと面白い。さて、準備作業は終わった。これからこの地下室と外とのつながりを全部切断する。もちろん私のハイヘビネットもだ。
万が一のために私も信号遮断機を立ち上げよう。
これで私たちは外とのつながりを完全に失った。言いたいことがあったら今のうちに口にするといい。
ああ、さっき言っていたことについてなんだが、お前の願いとは一体何なんだ？
知りたいのか？
ああ。
聞かない方がいい。
Alright there. Had to ban a bot. She tried to post twice, and I was like, nope, not getting through. Oh, we're Eden again, okay. Or at least her point of view. The narrator is suspicious too. Like, why is there even a narrator? Suspicious.
ここは理由もなく変化が起きる場所じゃないわ。まさか。
その罪を述べなさい。
Oh, that's different. Are we gonna fight? We are gonna fight. Okay. I've never fought with her before. Interesting. She's cool. Remorse. Interesting. Oh, I like her ultimate. Her ultimate is fantastic.
あなたなの？エデン。ああ、まさか接触中にあなたを巻き込んでしまったの。
つまり
We have another ad in about 4 minutes, just letting everyone know.
誤解しないで、エデン。あなたや他の誰かに対してではなく、この楽園自体に接触していたの。あなたの存在は察することができるはずだった。けど、楽園の膨大な記憶に集中してしまっていたようだね。
See the notes? If that's filled up, use charge attack. Then time the circle that slowly goes near her and release the charge. Okay. She's cool. I like her. I would roll for her. You know, if we had crystals of her.
エリシアとケビンは楽園から完全に消えた。でも、それ以外に妙なことがある。私がこの手で楽園に接触している間、何かが私を避けていた。 まだ触れていなかった影の中に隠れていてね。私の意識がそれにたどり着いた時、また消えてしまって。嫌な
She's free? I had no idea. I don't know who's free and who's not.
さくらという可能性は？
I'll grind for her for sure.
さくらの行方もつかめない。
She seems to be a pretty cool character, other than her death was stupid.
さくらである特徴を感じられるから。だけどその影は今まで私が触れたことのない何か、もしくは会ったことのない誰かなの。
それがケビンとエリを消したの？
今のところまだ確信はない。だけどその影の出現と楽園の異変に何らかの関わりがあることは明らかだよ。
見たことのない存在でアポニアさんの接触を回避できる。楽園の外から来た何かの可能性は？
いいえ、原因はわからないけど、エリシアが消えた後、楽園と外の接続が切れた。
メイさんはこの件を知ってるの？
少し前にふわとあったけれど、彼女はすでにその点を意識していた。
そうなのね。相手がわざとメイさんをここに閉じ込めたのか、それとも違うのかわからないままだけど、もう一度接触できそう？
なるべく最善を尽くすよ、エデン。今回の根源は英傑の中にいないと思っているの？
今はまだ結論を出せないわ。それに昨晩ケビンが消えた時、妙なことが多かったの。きっと私たちがまだ気づけてないことがあるはずよ。
ああ、その花。エデン、あなたはその行方を確認するためにここに来たんでしょ。私はそれをグレーシュに渡した。あの子はその意図を知らない。
But that child probably doesn't know what it's for. Interesting.
エデン、だけどあなたならなぜ私がそうしたか
Interesting.
理解できるはずだよ。
他に方法がなくても、少なくとも鍵と真相を守れるということよね。
もちろん。
This is also the last thing we can do for her.
私たちが彼女のために
Very interesting, guys.
最後のことだから。
We do have a commercial in 30 seconds. I apologize for anyone that just got in here or anything like that. I'm a new affiliate, so I'm not quite sure how this is totally supposed to work or anything, but I only have a minute of commercials per hour, so but this one will have to unfortunately go through. So
目の前にやってくる。私は避けず。
all right, I'm gonna pause for you guys, and then we will be back in just a moment. So enjoy the commercial. Interesting. So I just got a message like roll commercials are disabled for 11 minutes. I'm not sure what that means. It's still on my radar. It still says ad break in progress. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. Okay, I'm glad.
残念だけど、
No commercial.
みんなのために一曲歌うという約束は
Maybe it only comes up every once in a while or how many people are inside the
ある
thing.
かもしれないわ。
Yeah, I don't know. But
不思議だ。精神感じ型ではないし、
I'll have to research and see what that means. I got the warning after the commercial started by like 10 seconds, so don't know why they're disabled all of a sudden, but that's okay. By the way, for the commercials yesterday, did you guys realize I made a whole 3 cents last night? Like, I got a notification that I made 0.03 cents. So thank you. I will treasure those 3 pennies. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm pretty excited about being an affiliate. Like, it's such a nice change. It could be your ad blocker. I've heard that people's ad blockers in the past has blocked even Twitch ads. By the way, I am gonna adjust that price on the subscribers, so don't press sub right now. But in the future, when I do adjust the price, hopefully I can find a way to like get it down to $2 or even $1 or something. If you do, that will automatically save you from all the ads. So. Or maybe I'll leave it at the unattainable $5.99 till I get like 100 people in here, and then people will start, actually doing it for $5. What can I say? One person can dream. Person can dream. But I did set it up, so if you did press the sub button, there are no ads. So guaranteed. I'm guessing it's your ad blocker because all my systems say that ad went through. So.
すみません。緊急事態ですので、実験道具のテストにはお付き合いできません。
そう急いで断らないでよ。別にエンターテインメントとかじゃないから。一体何があったのか、もっと直感的に知りたいだけだよ。それに、これを使えば君の容疑を晴らせるんだ。そうでしょ？親愛なるフワちゃん、聞いて。今この帽子で英傑たちの記憶を確認して怪しい行動がないかどうかを調べてるんだ。
記憶を別に意図して避けるつもりはありません。ただ私の記憶はもともと雑然としていて分かりにくいですし、それに
信じて、これが最後の方法になるんだ。
わかりました。どうすればいいですか？
これをかぶればいいの。そう、こんな風にね。君は私たちの知ってるフワだって。メイの姉ちゃん、あそこを見て。すごい炎だよ。
I'm thinking it's involved with the narrator or whatever. But I don't know for sure. It's I'm starting to feel like there's someone outside killing all of them. But if it's anyone on the inside, it's two. If it's someone on the outside, it could be like Grey Serpent or Jackal or someone. For all I know, it could be Raven. I don't know what her motivation would be, though, other than following Grey Serpent. She can no longer feel our presence.
そうだけど
Is that so? But who is? He stood at the corner of
隊
death.
長
They are dying one by one, though. It is, we are getting down to the nitty gritty. I did not suspect who for a second, so this is not in, thing.
奇遇ねふわまたここであなたに会うなんて
Hey, look, it's
私
a
とお
memory.
話をするためにここに来たんでしょそうよね
そういうわけでは。
あら違うのそうだとしても一応話を合わせてくれてもいいのにそんな風にストレートに否定されるなんて悲しいわ
そのすみません、配慮が足りず。
はいはいもうからかわないわメイならここにはいないわ多分楽園の奥で試練を受けてるんじゃないかしら少し待つことになるかもしれないわよ
どうしてメイさんを待ってるって分かったんですか？
適当に口にしてみただけよ二人ともいつも仲良さそうに話してるしでも当たりだったのね
メイさんは現実の私とは知り合いのようです。彼女は私のことを教えてくれましたし、私も彼女に不思議な親しみを覚えています。
だったらもっと話すべきね自分の未来を見届けられるなんてめったにないことだものメイもきっと喜ぶはずよだってここで彼女とおしゃべりできる人は多くないしそもそも英傑たちの態度は少し複雑だものね
複雑？彼女が探し求める真相の秘密を守る必要があるからですか？
彼女が律者だからよやっぱりフワは全然気にしていないのねもしかしたら二人とも仲のいい友達になれるかもしれないわ
律者。私でもそう簡単には律者と平和に共存するなんて言えません。律者が人類のために戦うことはない。彼女も同じだ。ケビンにそう言われました。第七律者との戦いの後に。ええ、私もこの目で見ました。前日まで共に命がけで戦っていた隊長が無数の命を深淵へと突き落とす炎となった姿を。でも私は分からないのです。律者になったら過去の全ては消えるのでしょうか？全てを壊すという破壊の意志しか残ってなかったら理解し合える存在ではなくなるのですか？
I no longer think Sue is the murderer, but he could be. So, we talked about the Herschel of domination. And then Kelpus fought someone inside the Theater of Domination. Wasn't there a Herschel that was like computer based? If we put this in Star Whale, right? Wasn't there a Herschel that was kind of like what the Theos was in Star Whale or Xandar, where maybe he's deleting people like in Star Whale? Remember they deleted Elysia or Cyrene? But Calpus was fighting something that he recognized, okay? So it could have been Sue, but I don't think so, because Sue was with us. I don't think like Sue could have done this. Like Sue met with Capless ahead of time, right? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. We know in Star Whale there was this is so they're all data, right? Just like Star Whale, right? The Theos or Xandar deleted the Demiurge, the 13th Herschel, from existence, okay, in the computer program. If we're talking about an outside entity that could have been the serpent, and you said only serpents know about this, but I wonder if that's true, okay? I wonder if you're giving me a red herring. But Isn't there a Herschel that is like corrupting, something like that? Or we were in the theater domination, so we talked about the 10th Herschel. I don't know what the 11th Herschel is. I don't know what the 12th Herschel is. I know the 13th Herschel is Elysia. Yeah, the Serpents and Otto only knew about Elysian Realm, but we can scratch Otto off. I don't think they're going to raise Otto from the dead here. But did any of the Herschels know, like the corrupting one? Because corruption could be like, if we're talking about the Herschel of corruption, which I don't know what number that is, but let's say we're talking about it, is it corrupting like substances or is it like computer corruption? So it can't be the Herschel corruption. That's what you're telling me? Okay. Then I'll have to spitball some more. But no, I don't think Kevin's the murderer. I don't think Sue's even the murderer at this point. When Capless was fighting someone down there, he sounded like he was fighting a Herschel. But the previous Herschel of corruption is Sakura's sister. Was Sakura's sister a serpent? And if she is a serpent, that would fall in line, right? That would make the capless fight, like, mean something. Could Sakura be channeling the Herschel? Like, the capless fight makes me think that there's a Herschel here deleting them.
どうなのかしら。でもケビンたちより近くでリツシャと対峙した存在はいないから。
I don't know. I think that's suspicious, but maybe I'm off base. I do know Elysia sacrifices herself, and I knew that since Starwell. So Elysia being dead, I'm not quite sure that has happened yet, or if she is dead, she sacrificed herself. But if that's the case, how come Kevin's dead? I don't understand that, because Kevin died afterwards. So the whatever is killing people is still on the loose, right? But I do know Elysia sacrifices herself, so that is spoiled for me. I know she's not gone because, or not gone yet, because everyone tells me the sad thing about Elysia when we were all pulling for Cyrene, and they told me I was wrong in my theories because Elysia died in HI3, so Cyrene's got to die in Starwell, and I told them, no, Cyrene's not dying in Starwell. How is she supposed to visit the train if she dies? No, Cyrene is very much alive in Starwell after everything, and Elysia, I'm told, is not. So I was right about Starwell, but Elysia has to sacrifice herself at some point, so I just don't know. Due to Sakura knowing her sister was still alive and getting experimented, she was Yeah, I do remember the prison break. That's when Sakura died. Let's not spoil. Let's keep going.
崩壊に勝つ回数が増えるほどリツシャをより恐れ嫌う。それって
I feel like the puzzle pieces are coming together for me. Like, I have little scraps of a theory now. Sue was really sus before recently, so. But look at this conversation. This has everything to do with Elysia, which we honestly knew from the beginning since she was the first death. But look, we're having a backpedal thing now. And it's all about Elysia again, so.
破滅の力で全てを壊そうとする者だけ警戒されるべきです。でもメイさんは違います。彼女は何かを変えるために努力している人です。律者の力を持つ特殊な存在という一面はあくまでその次です。
Nah, I'll bypass the spoil because I'm kind of interested. I got it from the Theater of Domination in the Capitalist fight, and like I said, I might be really off base, but I don't know what corruption means. We talked about the Herschels at once, and I thought corruption could mean computer, because look at Starwell, for example, right? So with it's the Theater Domination that made me think about it in the Capitalist fight, right? Capitalist is fighting someone he doesn't know, but he's acting like it's an Herschel. And then you think about Star Rail, right? You think about Star Rail, and there was data being deleted and all this stuff with Cyrene, to make her an entity that didn't really exist. And then I was all like, corruption, computer data. Wouldn't the corruption and Sue's talking all the time about data being corrupted and everything, and now I'm really thinking, so now that you brought it up, I'm really thinking it's the Herschel, because think about it. Sue's talking about how the data is being corrupted and how the flame chasers are being corrupted. Most of his conversations involve this. You know what? Since Capless said something like that. Oh, you see, I'm a smart egg. Yeah, it's the current Hirsch. I'm a smart egg. I figured it out. Here we go. And you let me believe Sue was sus for so long, but it's that part with Capless that threw me off of Sue, and Sue's fight with Capless, like when they're talking, because why would he like go secretly into it and fight Cap? Like, yeah, okay. How did it even? I have no idea. I was spitballing. I have no idea. Like, you actually made me doubt myself for a few minutes till I went back and thought about the conversations with Sue and Capless, and then Capless in the Theater of Domination, because you said that, you know, her sister was the Hersher, and that she didn't know about it and everything. So I was all like, how could it be? But yeah, now we got confirmation from you, and I was like, okay, I'm a smart cookie. I'm a bunch of followers who can't honestly think for themselves. But that makes more sense, having a loose Herschel around, because after Sue became not sus and we had that fight with Capless, I was all like, none of the current flame chasers seem sus. In fact, they're being picked off one by one, and then Fuhar got picked off, and I'm literally like, they're going one by one. It has to be an unknown enemy, because Kevin fell, and Kevin's the strongest, right? Elysia has to sacrifice herself at some point, but I don't know how that works because she's already been declared dead. I don't know. So not everything is what it seems. And why was it reborn without a host, and when did it ever enter the ER? But it's not just HOC. There's an actual murder in ER as well. So it's not just the Herschel corruption. There is actually a legitimate murder. So let's talk about everyone. We got the 13 flame chasers, and we have some of them that are dead. So Elysia is in play. I believe she's not dead. But then, if she's not dead, is Kevin not dead? And then, is Huar not dead? Okay, I just... those are blanks. We're going to call them Group A. Okay, we have the dead flame chasers, or the supposedly dead flame chasers. And then we have the living flame chasers, Group B. And then we have a Group C, like Raven and Jackal and Grey Serpent. And now Jackal's not really in this. I'm just throwing her in Group C as a possibility. But we've seen Grey Serpent, we've seen Raven, and they're heavily implied in this. And we're going to throw Kevin in Group C too, like living Kevin. You got to find out why the murderer is still out, killing the 13 flame chasers. Okay. Well, I'll keep an idea, but they'll probably... helping, unless Elysia is killing them for some reason. I don't know though. She sacrifices herself for a reason. Maybe something's wrong with the Sims or something. Maybe they're not supposed to be alive or something. Elisa's becoming sus. Like, I'm thinking back of her conversations. I'm thinking back to her conversations in Elysian Realm. She's starting to become a little sus to me. That doesn't make sense. If Ellie's killing since she's the first one dead. But it's always the first one dead. Well, it's not always the first one dead, but let me tell you a story about Danganronpa, okay? I don't know if you know about Danganronpa, but the mastermind of the game is... I'm not going to blow the whole game for you guys, but one of... You do know? Okay. Anyone who doesn't know Danganronpa, leave now for 40 seconds and then come back. I'm going to give you a 10-second countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the mastermind of Danganronpa is Junko Enoshima. She's second to die. In fact, the first deaths of a murder mystery game are the most suspicious deaths of them all. So, Elysia being the first death, that's suspicious. In fact, if you wanted to really throw me off, you would have made Kevin the first death and Elysia the second. So, and I don't know, maybe Elysia is not killing anyone. But I feel like she's the only Herschel that we know. Maybe she's fighting against the other Herschel. But she's not doing a good job if that's the case. I don't know. I just know she's not dead. Absolutely not. Because she hasn't sacrificed herself yet. Or a known sacrifice? I don't know. She has to do that. Like, that's been spoiled for me. I just don't know how, why, and when that happens. I don't know. I have no idea. This is the first time I'm seeing this. I have no idea. Absolutely not. So, she's the Herschel of ego, right? So, because I know that because we have her. Like, she's like the captain, or she's like the attendant of my ship right now. So she's a Herschel of ego, which is friendly to humanity, right? So, I mean, we'll just have to see, I guess, because I just don't know. I don't have enough pieces to put that together yet. You don't have to spoil. We'll figure out. You're biting on a chomp, I can tell. But wouldn't you rather see my reaction when we find out more? I do remember him going on the rampage. Yep. There was giant fireballs from the ground. Okay, so that's Mobius. And then she's been picked off. I'm gonna be sad when Kitty dies. Like... Ouch. So now we got 3 confirmed. He's going on a rampage in hopes that an enemy appears since all of them don't have a clue. That's actually smart. That's smart of him. I think Sue said the same thing, though. Sue literally said the same thing at the... Like, when they confronted him. And he basically said that, yeah. Oh, it's still counting from last night. Okay, that's why my BP missions haven't, like, reset. Yeah, look, my captain level. I wonder if I forgot to collect anything. I just wanted to see. Doesn't look like I forgot. Nope, did not. That's unfortunate. Item recovery. What are you? Oh, look at all this. I'm glad I'm rechecked. Yay! Woo woo! Yay! I had a feeling. Yay! Yay! Woo hoo! We got her, boys. Okay, so now that we got her real quick. Oh, hi, how are you doing? You still have your scythe, which is really good. We are upgrading you to the maxi max. Yep. Can we upgrade? Yeah. I don't think I can upgrade you more. Can I? No, because we have to wait. I don't think I can do this. I don't have enough pieces. Yeah. So you can stay like that for now. Yeah, we'll try to get her a weapon. I'm just happy I have her for the collection, to tell you the truth. I'm not doing in-game, so, or in-game in this game, so we'll see. Well, it doesn't mean I won't pull for it, but we'll see. But yay! Oops, don't want to do that. We do have a commercial in a minute, so let's see. It's 11:50 right now, and I do need to go to bed. So let's actually cut it off here because we're gonna need to anyway. Because I have to get up in the morning. We'll skip HI3 tomorrow night because you won't be here, Sinjo, and I know you want to be here for the Elysian Realm. So we'll do this again on Wednesday night before I leave for my con. And yeah. Too early, make it 12 on Wednesday. No, so not 12 on Wednesday, unfortunately. 12 is when I'm gonna have to leave for the con about 2 o'clock. I'm gonna put down snooze because I'm gonna leave for the con about 2 o'clock on Wednesday, 2 a.m. Maybe sooner, maybe 1 a.m., maybe 12. Yeah, so I have to drive there. It's a 6 to 7 hour car drive. So I do have to do the stream a little bit early on Wednesday, probably 9 o'clock again. But we'll see. If you can't make it, let me know, and then maybe I'll just wait till next Monday or something. That way you can at least see it or whatever. All right, well, thank you so much for coming. We greatly appreciate everyone who watched, and I hope you guys come back. All right, thank you.